The Solowheel's been around since early 2011, and it's essentially an electric self-balancing unicycle that can go on all types of terrains. It can even go up slopes. The guys over at Inventors make it look very easy. Well, a bit too easy perhaps. Either way, I decided to give it a shot at the company's launch event in Beijing, where it unveiled 4 new Solowheel models. I was fortunate enough to test ride a Solowheel Spirit prototype, but as a total beginner, I needed some assistance to find my balance. Eventually, we decided to start with something a lot easier, the Hovertrax. As you can see, it's like a Segway but smaller and without the handles. The speed is controlled by leaning forward or backward. The body is split into 2 parts, which lets you control the direction by twisting it with your feet, so you can even spin around on the spot. I'd say it took me less than a minute to get the hang of it. After that, I was given a first generation Solowheel to get the basics right. Sadly, it was way more difficult for me. I was told to start by pushing the Solowheel with one of my legs, as if I was on a mini scooter. But my legs quickly grew tired and I therefore struggled to stay balanced. Without any handles to hold on to, my arms were everywhere. And just as I thought I was starting to get used to the Solowheel, I made a pretty bad fall. Oh, and by the way, it turns out that you're meant to use a training band so that the Solowheel doesn't run off on its own when you fall off it.
看来15分钟都不够吧！救命！哎，还是要的 Hovertrax 就好了。
Eventually, I gave up. My muscles were aching, my legs were tired, and I had a flight to catch.
So I've spent about, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes on this thing, and this is actually the first generation Solowheel, not the latest ones. That's because they don't have that many prototypes at this venue, at the launch event. So, well, good thing we didn't play with the prototypes, otherwise I would have destroyed them totally. But I think if I were to spend a bit more time with this, maybe within the hour I'll be able to master this finally. But I actually have to dash to the airport in a moment, so I think we'll have to leave it here. And luckily I haven't suffered from any major cuts. I see some blood, but that's okay. But this is it. This is my Solowheel experience so far, and hopefully I'll be able to try it again without damaging anything in the future.
This is Death from Above. It's an Oculus Rift game that we're using a second screen here with the iPad to drop bombs into the virtual world, try to blow up this man in the Jeep here.